Hi everyone, this is Teresa, and I wanted to show you guys the latest album that I completed for a swap that I'm doing on minialbumscraps.ning.com. My partner was Vikki, and our theme for this particular mini album was a year in review. And so this year you can't think of a year in review without thinking of Graphic 45's A Place in Time. So that was my inspiration for the album. And I really, really, really love the way it came out. So my cover isn't too overdone. I tried to really play on the whole time thing for my cover. I have a little butterfly that's metal that I embossed. Just to give it some texture, a little clock, a flower, and these really huge skeleton leaves from I Am Roses. I wasn't sure how I would like using the jumbo leaves, but they've actually been pretty cool. One of my favorite parts of my cover is the dangling charm on the back. I actually completed a year in review dangling charm swap, and so this ended up being perfect for me to use the dangling charm that I created for that. So I put that on the side with some ribbon and some lace. And then my other favorite part of this album is my closure. So I just have some grunge board going around, and I actually have this particular timepiece as the closure for the album. And so you open the timepiece, and that's what opens the album. So I set up the albums pretty much, or each page, to be almost identical to each other. And so it's the same format for every month. So I'm just going to go through January in more detail and then kind of go quickly through the other months just so you can see what they look like, because it's all pretty much the same setup. So each one got a little folding pocket. So this is a pocket full of different tags that you can journal on and add pictures to. And then on the inside, there is room on the back of that huge long strip for photos. I have a little belly band down here that holds a little mini booklet. So each season has a mini booklet that you open up and can add photos to. And then it opens up again to add additional photos. And then opens up one more time to add a photo, or on the back has room for a photo as well. So then that just tucks right in here in this belly band. And then each month had the calendar on the top that came with the paper line, and then some sort of embellishment that represented that particular month. So each month was set up that way so that it would be kind of consistent through the album. And then every month has a pull-out tab to add more pictures to, a front and back for the coordinating month. And since everything was so month-based, everything had January and February and those kind of things on the tabs, I actually decided to do the seasons instead, just to take a little bit of a different approach with the months. And then on the front inside cover, I just have a big pocket that she can use to put documents from the year or anything that she'd like, little mementos or memories that maybe didn't fit in the main pages, but that was important for the year nonetheless. So like I said, every month now is like that. So this is February, and it's got the same setup. And March. It ended up being really chunky, but I absolutely love it. I think it came out super, super cute. And lots of room for photos, which I think is really important. This particular paper line was a little bit harder than some of the past paper lines because there wasn't a whole lot of base paper to work with. And so a trick that I used was I had 1 or 2 sheets left over from all their other paper lines. Graphic 45 tends to use the same color schemes that go with any of their paper lines. And so some of these paper lines that I used for like the inside of the flap were actually left over from a sheet that I might not have used from another Graphic 45 line. So this particular one is from Little Darlings. And so I tried to use up my stash that way without having to go out and buy some additional paper, and it tended to be pretty helpful. That's June. and July. The other thing that was unique is my partner is from England, and so of course they don't have some of the same holidays, and some of the months were very, very specific to US based holidays. So kind of changing that out and still honoring the paper line was a little bit of a challenge, but fun at the same time. Here's August. And so, yeah, I really liked keeping the theme. I think this is the first time I've done an album where I've really kind of kept the same schematic all the way through. I wasn't sure if I would like that philosophy, but I ended up thinking it came out really cohesive and looks really good. Here is October. And November. See, down here, this originally had said Thanksgiving, but I ended up switching it out for its fall. And then this is my last page, my Christmas page. Oops, a little close. And so one thing I did on the back cover too is just like the front cover, I added a pocket in, and this one I kept to the season of Christmas. A lot of times we get Christmas cards and those types of things, and so this is a big pocket that she can use to put all of her cards and all of her memorabilia from the holidays in there as well, since that tends to be the month that we have the most stuff. And so that is my album. I hope she loves it as much as I do. Completely fallen in love with it and think it came out beautiful, and I hope she feels the same way. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.